So now I'm here. Here we tested 5 terminal devices in the last mile, where we took 32 villages from tsunami affected areas along the coast, and we placed them in various configurations where, for example, one village would get two sets of terminal devices. And then one of the findings was that actually it's better off. You see in the graphs where it says area plus MOP or area plus FXP, it's like a husband and wife relationship. When you have these 2 devices, for example, a mobile phone is limited by its text display, whereas a satellite radio can display the full message as well as audio. So we had a weighting system to do this, and when we calculated the effectiveness and reliability, these were the results we got.
Ideally, we'd have, with international standardization, all the handsets will say channel XX will be a disaster channel. But today, Sri Lanka is going on channel 50, South Korea is on another one. So when a South Korean comes here, that channel will not be switched on and they will not know that's a disaster channel. But until that point, the Maldivians are thinking that maybe at the airport, they can do some very gentle communication about, well, you can get ferry launch information, you can get weather information, and by the way, why don't you switch this function on also, so that you can get cell broadcasting.
Well, I think the cell broadcasting is a very effective technology for getting that last mile and getting to the people who are at the most at risk. And we're a little bit slow, I guess, getting up to speed in the States. And I'm not sure what the exact reason is. It could be a question of urgency, in that the tsunami warning system in the U.S. is 60 years old. The emergency management systems in the United States have been around for decades, so they've had plenty of time to plan for these kinds of emergencies prior to cell phone technology becoming as ubiquitous as it is today. But what happens if people start to kind of like evacuate on their own? And the roads get clogged up before the police can get out, before the fire department can get set up. And then what you have is major traffic jams, which is the thing that the emergency management system is trying to avoid. You know, how do you deal with this? You know, I really don't have a good answer myself. As a person who works for the government, I don't want to be in the position of keeping information away from the public. So there's this tension between you want the public to be informed of what's going on, but on the other hand, you don't want to mess up the works. You don't want to short-circuit the emergency management system. So what's the best way to deal with this? I mean, I think that would be a good area of study. I